Chatsing Linwan Kun combines the use of the 7-star steps on the floor with the Nhang Kun, or 5-element fist techniques.
Ready?
The following technique starts with the defender in a natural position, which is the place 99% of people will be if an attack suddenly comes in the street. This combines the first of the Chatsing Kun with the Tiger Claw. In the following technique, after the Earth Element technique, Master Yu will be opened in the lower part, which the quick opponent would try to take advantage of. When he tries to punch his lower section, he will use the crane hook to defeat the punch, and due to close distancing, he will follow with a Tiger Claw to the face. The next technique we intend to show is called Samsing Ngao Tan Toi. Samsing Ngao Tan Toi means 3-star hook and spring kick. It's usually used as a step-back sweep technique.
Ready? Ready? Ready?
The Samsing Ngao Tan Toi is called the 3-star sweeping technique because of the positioning of the feet. Where the feet originally are the 2 stars. When he steps back, that is the 3rd star where the sweep is performed. Whereas the first technique protected the upper gate, the next technique protects the middle gate. So he'll deflect against the middle attack and then sweep. The exact location of the sweep is determined by the opponent's position. In a higher stance, you may see him get swept in a higher position. Sometimes the sweep is right near the ground. Wu Dip Jiang means butterfly palms. Fu Zhao means tiger claw. The next drill will combine both Wu Dip Jiang and Fu Zhao together into one unit.
Ready? Ready? Ready?
This technique defends the middle of the front door. First, he used the butterfly palms, or dip jiao. Second, hak fu jiao, or the black tiger's claw. Thirdly, he'll use hak fu tao sam, the black tiger steals the heart. The second one is a tiger claw to the face. The third one, you have to close the fingers close to the hand and strike. It's called the tiger palm technique to the solar plexus. The next drill we will illustrate makes use of the hawk ying, or crane shape. This is also another one of the 9 special techniques. In the following technique, whenever you use the crane beak or crane wing strike, you must use what's known as bin ging, or whip power. This we explained in detail in the last tape. It's a type of short power.
Ready? Ready? Ready?
The technique starts with a rising movement of the earth element to protect the upper section of the front door. Secondly, a crane hook is used to defend the lower gate. If the person is close, you follow them with tiger claw, and if they are further away, use the crane beak to strike. The next technique we would like to illustrate is called Qinji Sao. Qinji Sao, the name comes from the path that the hands take during the technique, describes the character Qin. So that's the origin of the name of the technique. This technique protects the upper and middle section of the side door.
Ready? 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 Ready?
In the Chinji-sao, the downward stroke is the first stroke of the character. Coming forward is the second stroke. After that, he escapes, and the downward motion forms the third stroke of the character Qin. The next technique, Chinji, protects the top and middle of the side door. When the person attacks, you have to lean back and sink the stance a little bit to protect your head. In the Chinji-sao, also the final attack, you can choose to attack the person's chest with a tiger palm or attack their neck with a regular flat palm. The following drill is from saying, or the snake shape. It's used for chasing the opponent if he tries to withdraw. As soon as he withdraws, you attack his eyes. As soon as he moves to cover his head, you attack him below with the final technique.
Ready? 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 Ready?
In the following drill, technique is used against a person who moves around quickly. As they chase you around, you distract them with the leg technique and attack their eyes. If they try to block the eye, you follow up with the final technique. After you learn all the drills, the next most important thing to realize is the essence of the jinryeok, the fighting skill. Fighting skill is composed of knowledge of distance, short and long distance, the angle the opponent can possibly come from. One way of organizing this material is called seimun. Seimun means the 4 doors. There are 4 doors. One is in the front of the body, one is in the rear of the body, and the 2 side doors. Qin hao zhou yao means qin is the front door, hao back door, zhou left door, yao right door. In each door, they divide into 3 sections: seungbo, zhongbo, and habo. Seungbo is the upper portion from the nipples and up. Zhongbo, between the nipples and the navel about. Habo, anything below the navel. So each door is divided into those 3 sections. And the attacks and defenses are organized according to the position that the first attack comes in. Pedro is standing at the Sifuyu's front door. As he moves around, he's moving around. Now the area he's standing in is his right door. As he moves around to the rear, this is now the section of known as the rear door, followed by the left door. These are the 4 doors, or seimun. This technique shows an attack to the front door upper level. The following is the defense against a front door middle level punch. The following is a front door middle level kick defense. Sifuyi is using the Dangong Chinji, or single Chinji, to deflect an attack to his side door upper level. The next technique uses the wood element technique to defend against a side door upper level hook. The next technique uses the same element to set up a defense against a kick and following with a tiger claw. There are many techniques which are effective against backdoor attacks, but one of the easiest, and within the scope of this tape, the easiest way to deal with a backdoor attack is to turn to the side and make it a side door attack. From the previous section, we will illustrate that the bong sao can be used to protect the front middle door. The following, taken from the previous section, shows him defending from an upper side door attack. He deflects, blocks the kick, and jabs to the throat. Using the same technique, if he attacks the side upper door, instead of using the finger jab to the throat, if you don't feel strong enough, you should use the leopard-shaped fist. The following section shows and teaches the methods for attacking in various directions, both front and rear, right and left. The hook hand is often used to release a grip. When the person strikes and the other person grabs their hand, they need both hands, not just the hook hand. The back fist that was done with the left hand is now transferred to the right hand for a combination. This is an elaboration of the previous technique, where the hook hand is combined with the butterfly palm technique. This next section is a repeat of the previous section, so it will be unnecessary for new applications to be shown. There's the bong sao, single bow hand, hooking palm, side elbow, snake-shaped hand, and back knuckle. This technique defends against a strong attack from the upper side door. Number one, you have to slide back, and number two, you must lean the body when striking back. The kick shown in the previous section is the Samsing Naotanguk shown in previously, where the person sweeps the person who's stepping in on him. The sweep is used when the opponent tries to step in between the legs. When he tries to step in, this is the hook portion of the kick. After he falls, or if you don't get what you want, the spring portion is used to kick the opponent either on the ground or on part of his body if you don't trip him at all. The following Sifu is demonstrating the Chinji sao. Technique defends against the high side door and uses combinations of Chinji sao. You don't have to perform all the movements exactly like they are in the form. After the previous section, there are strong uppercuts followed by a side punch. In this technique, we illustrate the Popeye sao. After the side punch is deflected by the bong sao, when he attacks with the elbow, you must step back when doing the Popeye sao to avoid getting hit. Then you follow with tiger claw to the face. This section is a reiteration of the previous section. For reference to the techniques, of course, you can look at the other side. We will not show applications again because the key points have already been shown when he was performing on the first side. Butterfly palms. The butterfly palms protects the front, middle section of the front door. You deflect, and then you have to step to the side in order to protect the door. Then when you go to strike back, you must slide the body into your opponent in order to hit him back. Tiger claw from the back door. Chinji sao. Chinji sao. High side door block followed by a palm attack to the throat. For a stronger result, you can change the final move to Black Tiger Steals the Heart using the tiger palm to the chest. This illustrates the other side of the techniques, which are mirror images of the first side. This blocks a kick from the back door, and then the following section is a repeat of an earlier section to a new direction. This is the Gum Sing block technique. Okay, after the block, this is the Golden Star hanging hook. He tries to grab, you release the grab and kick to the knee. After this is the end of the first part, called Gongji Kun. Okay, this series of attacks sequentially attacks the two different doors, middle and high door, to confuse the opponent in a sequence. Wu Dipjo, or the butterfly palm technique. The first part of the move is the dragon swings his tail to deflect a kick. Technique can also be done using a backhand. Okay, he twists using the unicorn stance. Then he has to step in and propel his opponent backward. In this technique, the blocking technique must cover the head in order to deflect the opponent's attack and reach him in one motion. This you must sync with the back fist in order to lend power to your technique. This technique is one of the 85 points that we named earlier. It's a whole sequence of movements that can be fitted into one technique. Alternately, instead of following through exactly as in the form, you can just sweep him and finish him off in 2 or 3 techniques. Threading bridge, followed by a rip to the face, followed by a groin strike. Kick. To recover your balance, you can use the lower body snake shape. The lower body snake shape can be used to sneak in so that you can explode your stance into the next move. This technique was shown in previous sections. Although shown before, one of the key points is the snake tongue spearing the eye move shown here. Black Dragon swings his tail, turning, protects the upper door here. Now, Damgong Tinji, you can strike the neck or defend an upper part, strike the neck, and palm to the neck. Starting from the last move, if he foils his neck cutting hand, you have to try to sneak in with the palm strike quickly before he reacts. This is the leg dragging technique. It protects the middle door from a leg attack. This is some of the Chatsing Kun Fat. The sweep that we've seen before in the drills, Paw Pai Sao. Tiger claw we've seen before. The golden dragon trying his claw, deflects against the backdoor grab, then you twist and attack the groin. Palm strike, deflect low, high, grab the opponent and punch. Alternately, deflect low, high, escape from a hand grab and punch. Then, butterfly palms, as we've seen before, and back fist. As we've said before, techniques have to be altered to suit. He deflects low, hits, and uses the leopard-shaped fist to strike. The motion is exactly like a crane strike, but the leopard fist is a little stronger due to the shape of the hand. This technique, as we have shown before, isn't exactly like the form. And you can use the leopard-shaped fist to strike back. An alternate version of this technique uses the crane beak, which affords you more reach, but for beginners has less power. The following techniques have been shown before. You have the tiger claw, threading bridge, facing punch, and now the Ming Dynasty loyalist bow, fist being the sun, palm being the moon. We hope you enjoyed this form. They will be demonstrating a more street fighting approach to the Gauduk techniques that we've been going over so far on the tape. The following is a dissection of the previous techniques shown. The techniques will show various doors and various types of defenses. In the beginning, the person is having an argument with the person in front of him. Originally, when he can't get by, he turns and sees the other person there. So he deflects, uses PERFEIÇÁO to stop the elbow technique. Then uses the Samsing Autanguk to sweep him. Following are middle door attacks, Bong Sao, and the leg dragging hand. Snake shape, followed by the snake tail strike. Defending the upper gate with Chinji Sao. Tiger claw to the face. And tiger paw to the chest. Hawk Ying. And followed by Ngao Tanguk again to sweep the opponent. Earth. Crane hook to crane beak. And Jin Choi, the arrow fist to the chest. Earth. Earth. Earth strike, wood strike, and fire strike. The entire section is known as the Chatsing Lin Wan Kun. The first drill we'd like to illustrate is called Chatsing Kunfat. Literally means 7-star fist techniques. This is derived from the Hang Kun, or 5-element techniques, 5-element fist techniques, literally.